Hello. How is everybody doing? We're going to go vertical today. You buy my grandpa? Hey, Blick's here. Hey, Blick. Donna is taking our son to the airport. So it's just going to be me today. And of course, the fabulous mods. Hi, everybody. So, hold on. Mr. Clock wants to say hi. Thank you, Mr. Clock. Why did so I'm going to be reading these comments, which is why so we started this and it's like 90% done last week, and so I thought I would just, since I probably won't get much done, I figured I'll just kind of finish this. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, our son is going to go visit his twin, who is at an internship. So he's going to be, so Don's just taking him to the airport. Good morning, everybody. If you see the camera shaking, it's because I am clicking on it, or I'm swiping to read some of the comments. So I don't think when I do it this way that there is any. I don't go live every day. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and usually Donna is reading the comments and I'm drawing. So and usually there is a delay, like you can only post every 60 seconds. I don't think that's going to happen now, so it might be complete chaos. My apologies to everybody. This is not from a show. Let me see if I could find the photo reference. I don't think it's still on my, oh, no, here it is. So this was the photo reference I had. How not to feel stuck in life. I think the way that I feel stuck in life all the time, but I think the way that I get through it is by creating something every day, by at least making sure that every day I'm doing something. So things I still need to do is I still need to tighten up the outline, add some highlights. I still need to do the necklace. But I thought I would, since we have time, I thought I would go and get a stencil. And we would maybe do some stencils. So, since I can do this, let us go and pick out a stencil. I think I've used this one recently, and it's probably too big for this little one. I'm gonna have to find something that's small. Hi, everybody. So I'm gonna look for something that's really gonna be kind of small. This one could work. I'll put this one aside. This one could be kind of fun. Yeah, I collect stencils. I have not bought stencils in probably at least a year, so I need to go and, but whenever I go to the art store, I look for some. It's just, if you go to, you know, the same art store, they usually don't have anything new. Don't want that one. It's probably still too big. This one, maybe. And this one's really, really, really small. We could try that. Let's see. Let's take these over here and take a look. Let's move this lamp over to here. Hello, everybody. So Donna is not here today. She is taking our son to the airport. So we are just kind of just winging it today. Just a heads up. This was a painting that we did last week. And I thought I would add a background to it. So do you think this might be maybe a little too small, a little too detailed? Or do you think that would be because this is a smaller piece. The other one would be this one, which is kind of pretty. Also have swirlies, which is kind of cool. And then we have, you can't miss Donna. She's only been gone once. I promise she'll be back on Monday with me. This is kind of pretty too. So, which one do you like? 1, 2, or we'll call this old-fashioned-y. Big flowers, little flowers, or swirls. So swirls, little flowers, big flowers, or old-fashioned-y. What are your thoughts? And I'm going to make sure that I'm seeing the chat. Swirls, swirls, old-fashioned, swirls, big flowers, little flowers, old-fashioned. Hello, everybody. Okay, looks like swirls are winning out. All right, excellent choice. I was leaning towards, my personal choices were either swirls or old-fashioned. So we will go with swirls. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of tea. And take a look at the beautiful view outside the Hobbit hole. Isn't that nice? The sun is kind of shining through and it's so pretty. Okay, so let's get some tape. Do you guys, if you guys want to, I could, the Hobbit hole's a bit of a mess, but if you guys want to, I can always walk you around the Hobbit hole. Thank you. Is Donna here? I'm currently playing Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda. But I am playing it so slow. I'm playing it like 20, 30 minutes at a time. I just kind of walk around. Oh,
They miss me.
oh yeah, they do.
They miss me.
Okay.
You didn't want me here, but
I
they
think
miss
Donna
me.
wants to be on camera.
I don't care. Put me on camera.
No.
They miss me.
Yes, they do. You guys, you don't know the monster you've created. They're all saying hi.
Hi, everybody. I missed you too. For the record, I was going to be down here and on, but I have to take my son to the airport because he's going to visit my other son. And Scott said, I don't need you today, which we all know is
That translates to I don't love you.
incorrect. It does translate to I don't love you. What's the deal? I don't need you. I'm gonna work on my elf today.
Yeah, because any rational person would hear the words, you go spend some time with your son.
That is not what you said. You said, I don't need you.
I don't need you.
I'm just gonna work on my elf. That's what you said.
And I said,
Can
just
you
like that.
make me grilled cheese? Oh, if I could make you grilled cheese, I would. Oh, somebody had their wisdom teeth removed. You guys are busy today. Oh, Headache says, I always learn how to do watercolors from you.
Oh.
Everybody says that you need me.
Okay, so that's where we are with that.
That is where we are with that. So why did you decide background today? And why did you decide elf today?
Oh, I didn't want to really draw anything new this morning. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to really focus on anything important. So I thought I would just doodle on this one. It was sitting here, unfinished.
So why wouldn't you have been able to focus on anything important? Tell everybody. Your brain is mush today?
No, because my lovely wife isn't here reading the comments.
Aww, you're so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
See how he's trying to catch back up? He's trying to make it up to me.
I'm literally being sarcastic, but okay.
Yeah. No, you're trying to make it up to me. That's how we're looking at it. Any pointers when going to tour an art college campus?
Oh, wow.
Etiquette, what to look for, etc.
It's been 35 years since I've had to do that. Well, I guess 32 years.
We went with the boys like 4 years ago.
Art school, they said. So
it's the same for the other colleges.
But I'm thinking they said what to look for, and I would ask questions about where their graduates wind up working. Are they getting work? Are companies hiring from that school? I know the school I went to, Academy of Art, now has an affiliation with like Pixar and ILM, and obviously that wasn't around back when I went. But I would ask those questions. I would see how your major and the things that you want to do are going to align with. Just remember, you're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you.
Also, you want to find out what see if you can talk to some of the students and find out what the culture is like on campus.
Yeah.
Find out, do people do a lot of things together? Are there a lot of clubs? Do people do things outside of school? Is it more of a commuter school? Is it more of a live on campus school? Those kinds of things. Boy, you gotta be careful when you do when you scroll, because you can scroll right out of the live. They want a full tour of the Hobbit holes.
Okay.
Since you're portable today.
What do you use for making art? I like to use a lot of things. I'll use pencil, I'll use colored pencil, I'll use markers. Right now this is just ink and watercolors.
Do you have any advice for getting back to art after taking a break?
Yeah, I took a 10-year break. I was tired of colored pencils. So when I came back, I decided to try to teach myself watercolors. And I think if you're taking a break, it's usually because you're burnt out. And so try something new. try a different medium, try a different subject matter, try, something like that. I think it really helps.
Blick is here and says, we absolutely agree. A good art school will have partnerships like toy companies, film studios, fashion houses, theaters. It's far from just painting and drawing.
Yes.
I have had half of a cup of tea. What's the best thing about being an artist?
The best thing about being an artist is you bring something to the world that wasn't there before. Every day you create something, and I love that gift that there was nothing, and then you did something, and then there was something. And you look at billionaires and millionaires and CEOs, and they don't bring anything. They don't do anything. All they do is they take other people's creations, other people's stuff, and then they monetize it. Making money isn't making something. It takes no talent. It takes no thought, skill. It's money. Whereas artists create from nothing, and I think that is just. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Okay. How do you find your inspiration for new pieces?
It's very hard when you're doing a new piece of art every single day. And that has been the most difficult thing for me, is to somehow try to stay fresh or excited about anything. It is very, very difficult. So,
but on the website, you have listed the places where you find photo reference, and that might be inspiring to you as well, to find different places for photo reference. That might help.
Yes, yeah, I have that. Plus, traveling definitely helps. Okay.
And art museums and
yeah.
botanical gardens.
All right, so I want this to kind of line up like this, but obviously I can't tape it down because the tape is going to go where I need to draw it. So I'm going to, let's see here, figure out how to do this.
Scott is drinking the Barry's Irish decaf tea, and I'm drinking the Harrods tea this morning. Raw Potato says, would you recommend experimenting with watercolors using 160 GSM paper, or is it absolutely necessary to get 300 GSM?
160 GSM. Let me take a look and see what the Canson is.
Yes, Blick is now a mod.
So the Canson, which is really the lowest end that I would use, is 185 GSM. But, I would say if you're just learning, try it out. Try it out. My thing is, if you're not enjoying it, it might be the paper. The paper is the most important thing.
Did you ever sell the David Bowie record?
Yeah, that is gone. All of the records except for the new Elton John one are sold.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite stencil in your collection?
I think I have some that I use more than others, but none of my favorite. There's like if we were to look at some of the hair journal prints, this one is different than this. Let's see, this one. I also have very similar color patterns that I really like. So these two, the lesbians and the transgender, are the same one. I think these two are the same. This one is not. I think these two might be the same. Yeah, you can even see they're the same. So I'll use, a couple of these. These would probably be my three favorites.
Does the chat make you lose focus?
Yeah. If I'm reading it, yeah, it does.
It will as soon as I leave. Have you ever used mineral spirits to blend when you worked with colored pencils?
Okay, I am not seeing the live.
What?
I'm not seeing it update.
The chat?
Yeah, okay. It was just sitting on the same one. Here we go. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Have you ever used mineral spirits to blend when working with colored pencils?
No, I have not. Okay, so my choices are, I could maybe just run this along the edge here and then try to clip it. Or I could hold it down, which is very dangerous.
What would you advise for someone who wants to start their art career from scratch?
Learn to draw. Drawing is the most important thing. I'm going to do the dangerous route. I'm going to hold this still.
Of course you are. Do you have a favorite stencil in your collection?
Yeah, we just answered that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Let's see. So this is, I just can't move it.
If you are not an artist, what else would you have become?
I like music. I have, very little musical abilities, but I might have looked into that, but I really don't have any other skills or interests.
Blake says, we are a mod, but we are the least of them. We're like the cousin Oliver to the Brady kids. Where do you find your stencils?
I get them like at art stores. I get them at craft stores. Lots of times, some of these are like the Martha Stewart collections.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So you might find them in the home improvement section. I wish there was more of a selection. I really do. I would love to have hundreds of these.
Have or would you ever try Levinson paintbrushes?
I've never heard of them.
Mm-hmm. How many art pieces do you average in a month?
30.
Easily. What pink are you using to color the elf's skin tone?
That is Rose Madder and one other pink. I have one that's a little bit more saturated, which I can find for you as soon as I'm done. I just can't let go of this at this point.
Do you have any tips on portraying emotions on a face?
Photo reference. Always work from reference.
This person says, draw what? Fruit, portraits, objects, cars, lawnmowers, trees?
Yes.
How did you learn to draw people?
Practice.
Oh, Levinson paintbrushes are handcrafted paintbrushes made out of bamboo. They're extremely unique and work super well, hold a super tip well with a mix of natural and synthetic hair.
Oh, interesting.
Plick says, why isn't there Rose Gladder instead of Rose Madder? Okay, that's funny. But I gave you points for that, Blake. That was funny.
50 points for Blickendor.
Do you have a favorite color to use in your work?
Yeah. Well, my favorite color is Payne's Gray. It's a bluish gray, and I just love it. I tend to use very similar colors. I only have a palette of 12 colors, and so, you see the same colors a lot. Oh, Rivi, you didn't have to send us anything.
We did not need that. What's your go-to art store?
Blick.
Blick? Blake says, mineral spirits for blending colored pencils is an effective technique, but it has to be done with all necessary precautions, adequate ventilation away from sources of ignition. Wait a minute. sources of ignition means don't smoke while you're using mineral spirits because you'll go up in flames.
Okay. I don't think most of us here smoke.
I'm just saying. I mean, away from sources of ignition, it could have been a lit candle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or it could be like the what's that stuff I use upstairs? Incense. That's burning. You know, at
Yeah.
the same time. Let's see. Do you have a favorite color to use in your work?
Yes, you asked that. It's Payne's Gray.
Oh, sorry. They want me to ask you how you learn to draw people and objects, like from books, teachings, the sit and stare method.
The sit and stare method. We had 3 hours of figure drawing every day in school. This was before computers were in school, so it was just drawing, and basically that's why I did the draw everything every day kind of challenge, which is to just get you to draw random things. Start to draw salt shakers and boots and things like that. But you're trying to teach your hand and your eye to work together.
Random question. Do you have any techniques on fur with painting and drawing? I'm struggling with my art piece a lot on making it realistic.
It's tough. Fur is different for every possible animal. I did a series of 30 days of the national animals, and it was every single animal had different fur, different thicknesses, different textures, everything. So it is not an easy thing. So I would say there's a book. I did a video on how to draw animals. It's just a short where I reference a book which is called How to Draw Animals, and I would say look at that book.
How do I get back into art?
Draw. Just I took a break for 10 years, and getting back for me was trying a different medium. I went to watercolor.
Draw your beautiful wife, Donna. He has drawn me.
Yeah, there's a video on that.
So many times over the years. What do you like drawing the most?
Hair. I'm reading Ryan's. I had a student struggling with her colored pencil drawing yesterday, so I lent her one of the colorless blender markers from the marker set to soften the pencils. I'll check how it worked today. Oh, great. When I blend with markers, I don't ever use the colorless ones. I'll just use a similar color. Markers melt colored pencils so well. It's a really satisfying kind of thing. All right, so here's what...
Sofaloff says, moves my bottle of mineral spirits away from my candle. Thank you, Mama. You don't know. You don't know. Okay, Salute says, so I have a problem, Scott. Should I get the $35 set of Winsor & Newton of random colors that you don't use, or just stick to the one I have, which is Master's Touch?
I don't think, if you like your Master's Touch, I don't think the quality of the watercolor is going to make as much of a difference as the quality of the paper. I did a video where I took Crayola watercolors and
on Arch's paper,
and we put it on Arch's paper, and it looked great. Now, the Crayola watercolors will disappear within a month. They're not light fast. So I would look at the light fastness of it, but I'm just saying, but if you're just wanting to learn, I would spend more money on better paper.
Okay. Ribby, who sent the tip, says, extra love to Donna and the mods on this Chaos Friday. That's exactly how I described it to Bethany. Chaos Friday. Scott chose chaos today. And Blick says, what's wrong with Rose bladder? That's for a doctor to decide. Oh, gosh. You guys are funny. Blick, you crack me up. The mods are having a go of it today. Do you have some tips for someone just starting out with watercolor?
Work light to dark. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go with colored pencils or
Yay!
Liquitex.
J. Robert Deans, I will look forward to getting that. Yeah, Soflat says also, thank you, Blick, for reminding me my mineral spirits are odorless, so I forget about ventilation.
Where do you find most of your art reference photos? There is a video on that.
There is indeed.
With links, and if you go to our website under resources, you will see the links for all of the photo reference places that I go to. This particular one is I got from ArtStation. It was a paid, just, you get hundreds of them, and it's, like different women, different lighting, different poses, and I just use them for inspiration. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's all crusty and.
Okay. Lark says, I have the same field pocket set as you, Scott, and I've had problems with the sponge making the paint reactivated and getting everywhere. Any tips on how to deal with that issue?
I got rid of the sponge.
You did indeed. What kind of paper do you use?
My favorite is by Be Creative. It is. I like the texture of it. It's 100% cotton, and it's just, really, really. It's just the colors are vibrant and everything. Second is this is Arches. Again, 100% cotton. This is really small. Here's a paintbrush.
Say
it
good
is.
morning to Santa.
Hey, Santa. How are we doing? All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I think the purple is too dark right now. But I think if I go lighter, I don't know how it's going to work on something like this, but I think I'm going to try some white. I may not like this. All right, let's see.
Okay, Donna is out, as in peace out, people. Sorry to have to go. Good luck with Scott.
You're gonna need it.
I didn't say it. Love you.
I love you too.
Oh, bye everybody.
Okay, let's see here.
Siri just said, I love you. Oh, thanks, that's sweet. I'm like, I didn't say that to you.
I'm talking to you, Siri.
Oh gosh. Bye everybody.
So now I'm thinking maybe white might be a little too white. Maybe I'll add a little warmth to it. So let's add a little bit of an orange, just a touch. So it's kind of like a peach kind of color. Let's try. Ready? Oh, I probably added a drop or two too much. Let's see. I think this is maybe a little too big, but. I don't know if I like this color. Is it too kind of fleshy? Or did you guys like the white better? What do you guys think? Did you like the white better? Neither? Okay, I don't know why this is just not showing me. Let me see. White, 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 maybe a green. Okay. Welcome to the artist's indecision. So I'm going to soak all this up. Yeah, I knew it as soon as I did it. Now let's try green. I honestly don't think I have a green India ink, so we're going to go with this aqua. Now it's really teal. It's going to match her hair too much. All right, I will add Doc Martin dyes to it. All right, so here we go. Do two drops of Doc Martin and a few drops of white and see what comes of it. I think we're gonna have to go a little, that's very green, but we might have to go a little lighter. It's really powerful, isn't it? You like it? So I figure I will come back over all of this with a heavy outline around her, so I don't need to worry if I go, oops, I just over the lines. It is kind of funky, isn't it? Isn't it weird how just adding this weird pattern is just going to suddenly make it into a different piece? All right. I think I need to fill this one out a little bit more. That's kind of cool. Yeah, the mods are real people. I have spilled water on painting. If you look at, I think it was day 6 or 8 of the hair journal, I actually spilled orange ink all over my painting during a live. So yeah, it was crazy. Let's see here. We are not an AI, however, that is exactly the sort of thing an AI would say. Beep boop. Try a gradient. I don't know if I could do a gradient. That would be a lot of work to progressively change as we go. I mean, it's a good idea. I just don't know if I have the patience for it. I got to make sure I'm going to do this the right way. Gosh, am I doing which part am I doing and which part am I not? Okay, I got to do this. Okay. Sorry, I will look at a comment in a second. I just want to make sure I get this part right. And then you will have my full attention. Okay, I think that works. I just think that this will go here. And this should fill up here. And here. I don't know. All right, let's see. What do we got? Oh, thank you, Dragon Art. Thank you, Diego. Thank you, T. What helps you stay focused and not... Oh, darn it, I lost it. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Yeah, thank you for recommending green. It actually looks pretty cool. It's, like I said, I think once I do a heavy outline on her, finish her up, it'll push this to the back a little bit. But this is the art process. Is, do I like this? No. Do I like that? No. And that's why I like having the ability to go over the paint. So this is India inks with white acrylic. Oops, this is not on all the way. White acrylic ink. And so, ooh, yep, it started dripping. Sorry, it dripped. It's leaking. Ugh. I think I got it all. But the white acrylic ink makes it opaque. Actually, this is not acrylic ink. I'm sorry, this is an India ink. I have originally tried India ink, but this is actually Doc Martin dyes. That was not the part I was supposed to do, but okay. And the Doc Martin dyes are very transparent, just like watercolors. Actually, I don't think they're dyes. I'm sorry, they're Doc Martin concentrated watercolors. But once you add something opaque to it, it makes it quite opaque, which is really kind of cool. So if you guys can see, I am going over the lines. I am messing up. Doing parts that I wasn't supposed to do. It is not clean. But I think that's a part for me to learn to let go and to stop striving for perfection. And watercolors really helped me with that. It really helped me stop worrying about everything being perfect, because colored pencils are so precise. And watercolors are just so chaotic. And I think I needed that in my life, or at least in my art. So I'm trying to also, the dyes and ink, the green is going to dry up pretty soon. And so I'm trying to use it before it all dries up, because I don't want to try to mix the colors to match. But for those of you who are coming in late, Donna just had to take our son to the airport. So she's not going to be here today, but she'll be back on Monday. So look for the mods to help answer questions that I am undoubtedly going to miss. But I will do my best to pause and answer. I'm just trying to get these colors in. I'm on the last of this ink. And yeah, I know it's so much better when Donna's here, but things come up. And I always feel like I sound like Bob Ross whenever I have to talk while I'm painting. Ugh. I'm gonna have to make more, aren't I? I did not make enough. Come on. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, we are going to need to make a little more of this. What is inspiring me to do what I needed to do today? Desperation. I needed to do something, and I had already started this last week, and I was like, I'll just add a background to it and finish it up. But no, I don't think I'm going to blow dry right now because I just want to get this done. I think it was 2 drops. I don't really need that much. I'll just do 1 drop and 2 drops. Let's see if that works. That seems to be pretty close. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks a little brighter. And on top of that, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, we'll do our best, right? So I think what I'm going to have to do is kind of create an extra layer there. Space in here. So did anybody see the Dungeons and Dragons movie? We started it and we're like, and then we stopped it. But over the last 2 nights, I watched a little more of each of it until I finished it. And it was not a bad movie, but I was thrilled with they had an Easter egg of the animated Dungeons and Dragons TV show characters, which was really adorable. Okay, I'm going to call that done. Yeah, it like I said, wasn't. You know what it was? Um, yeah, Owlbear was really cool. I liked that character the best. I thought they looked great. I thought they had a great personality. Like I thought they were my favorite. Um, okay, I'm covered in the ink because it spilled everywhere. Also, this paint is really just mush. I don't watch anime anymore. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, but that was in the '90s. Before that was Speed Racer and Star Blazers. You didn't miss my live. I'm still here, person. I am just gonna go. I need to do this part here, but I need to go and get more water. So I'm trying to see how I can do that other than leaving you guys completely alone for 35 seconds. Which I will have to do. Entertain yourselves while I go put water in. Got it? Entertain yourselves. Are you entertaining yourselves? Good. Well done, Ellen. All right. So, all right. So before I do this, I promised a little look around, didn't I? Okay. The room is messy, so please forgive me. Let me put these back. This is a little sneak peek. Blick sent us some markers and some Bristol board too. So we're going to be trying these out, which is really cool. Yes, field trip. We haven't had one of those in a long time. Let's get our little guy going. Yeah. I love these things. Posca markers. There's video on it. So these are. Ooh, these are these. This is the painting that Leslie did. Isn't it beautiful? But let me put this down here real quick. How many of you remember these giant comics? Well, I don't know how many of you were around the 70s and 80s, but these were I got a whole bunch of these. Got Spider-Man, Star Wars, everything. Let the boys read them. It was really cool. People, collectors are like, no, you got to keep them in mint condition. No, let the kids read them. How am I going to put this back? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I got enough fingers. There we go. Let's see the chat. Come on, chat. I see no chat. I am chatless. I am without chat. There we go. my favorite drawing that I've done is probably the Animal Crackers movie poster, though this is the only painting that I've done. It's actually in the Hobbit hole. I do have some manga. Where is it? I have. Trying to find it. Somewhere. It was. I mean, I didn't really read manga. I liked some of the art. Put this back here. Okay, good. Yes. Let's see. Bristol board is a multi. Yeah, Bristol board is what I always used. Oh, sorry. That's Mr. Clock. But yes, Bristol board is what I use for like all of my colored pencils. This was Space Battleship Yamato, and this was the coolest TV show. And it's covered in cobwebs, of course. And then this was Robotech. And these are Zoids. You build them and then you wind them up, and then come on, it's so hard to do this stuff. There they go. Oh, come on, walk a little more. They're so cool. And oh, let's see. This. See, I need something to hold. Because I don't think I could do this. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna hold it here. No, can't do it. Can I? You know, it's just easier to take this over here. That, and then do this. Let's see if you guys can I zoom in? Oh, look at that. I could zoom in. Isn't that cool? Let me zoom out. And so, this, where is it? Oh, man, this was the, and there's like a little Hobbit hole that Donna got me. Like it goes, supposed to fit in between your books and everything, which is kind of cool. Here's all my old sketchbooks. And of course, Reinhardt and Captain Jack. Oh, and Linda Carter signed that for me, which was very nice. Donna got that for me. Yeah, that would be kind of creepy. But yeah, so this is when we made Animal Crackers. That's me and Harvey Firestein. Me with Emily and John. Me and Donna with Huey Lewis and Howard Jones. And then that is one of my favorite artists, Drew Struzan. He's the movie poster artist. I took a lot of inspiration from him. And there's me with Sir Ian McKellen. There's Bear McCreary, our composer, my son Logan, and me, we were in downtown Nashville. That's Dean Laurie, my co-writer, Jamie Thomason, our voice director, me, and Tony Bancroft, my co-director. We were doing a writing session. And inconceivable, it's me and Wallace Shawn. So those are my little mementos. Trying to think of what else. Oh, these are my friend. Oh God, I'm Grim Sweet Apothecary. They make these bottles, and they're so amazing. But what makes them wonderful is, ready for this? Isn't that cool? So we've got the Drought of Peace. And of course, Liquid Luck. Yeah, I got my $6 million man, Steve Austin, and my Kodak disc camera. But let's see what we can do. Ready? Could look through his bionic eye. No. And there's Lion-O from the Thundercats, and He-Man, and of course my Mattel electronic football set, and my Kiss dolls. Oh, and my friend Tim is he's an animator and an artist. He made me this birthday message when I turned 50. Isn't that adorable? It's an original, like it's painted on watercolor paper. December 2018. Anyways, I love it. But yeah, so this is the Hobbit hole. These are all of the ideas and story stuff that I've been writing down, things to do. And my Game Boy, I just haven't put it away. This was, Scott Gustafson did a movie poster for us. And this is my friend Frank Cho's cover for the Hulk that he did. I love his work. And of course, just more art stuff and whatever. Do you guys want me to keep walking around, or in more Hobbit hole tour? You guys want me to go back to this? Yeah, Hulka's footstool to that's the Enchantress. But I love this guy picking his nose. But the dragons and fairies, and it's just really cool. This is another one of Frank's pieces. This is a print though, but this is epic. It's like the Avengers fighting Loki and like the hordes of trolls and dragons and everything. It's just so cool. Oh, and God, this is gonna be so messy. But this is a painting I did of Rocky and Clubber Lang that Sylvester Stallone signed for me. And then the Three Stooges. These are all the gouache paintings that I did. This is back in 2014. This is Gandalf that I painted. I think you guys might have seen this before. And then Ian signed it to the boys. Brendan and Logan love Ian McKellen, and he put Gandalf's rune in the corner, which was really sweet. Hold on, let me get the lights turned on over here. And this, Wallace Shawn signed this one for me. For my Princess Bride one. And then the rest are, we got Howard Jones and Huey Lewis, but I've got Harry Potter and Princess Bride and Batman villains. And the light goes out. It's on a timer, not a timer, but you know. And of course my lightsaber, which, where's the switch? And Star Wars. Hey, you made it to a live, that's Cloudy. But yeah, and this is an artist that I met from Brazil, and she does everything in cutouts. Look at that. For reference, this is, darn it, stay on, light. This is my finger. But yeah, really. Do I have any regrets in my life? Things I might have said that, you know, were not nice things. But no, nothing. I think any of the bad stuff that's happened was just circumstances, you know? Sure, my pleasure, my pleasure. Thanks for helping me pick a color. I think that green's really going to be nice. I'm going to go in and finish up the outline and whatever, and then I'll just consider this a done piece. But for reference, let me show you the difference in size from the hair journal. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. So this is the size that I'm painting at currently, and this was the size of the hair journal. Come on. You can see it's much smaller. So trying to get the same amount of detail is a lot more difficult. I paint standing. But I think, you know, these are kind of fun. And I also have the Women's History Month ones that we did, which are kind of cool. But yeah, this is really, I think, a good color combination. Art supply I would recommend to a beginner artist is a pencil and paper. Get really good at drawing, and then you can move on to something like watercolor. Oh, make it a Hobbit hole. No, Bethany's not my wife, sadly. I'm stuck with Donna. Bethany's a friend, and Donna and I have been together for 30 years, married for 30 years. I'm gonna eat it. I'm sorry, but I have to have fun when Donna's gone. You know that. Oh, there's nothing perfect about my art. Nothing at all. If you look, I'm going over the lines. If you go back, I messed up and we tried white, didn't like it. Went with a peach, didn't like that. Went with green. None of it's perfect. That's the thing. It's learning to accept the imperfections and be okay with it. I have trouble painting everything. Donna had to take our son to the airport. That's all. Nothing bad. Microwave scones. um, you're gonna ruin your drawings. It's just the facial features. Just don't try doing it out of your head. Look at things. Measure, study. I used photo reference for this. You see, so that way I can get the proportions right. I can draw out of my head, but you have access to a world of art and photos. Um, Use it. I do play Overwatch. I haven't in a bit because I've been playing Zelda, but I main Reinhardt. I have once or twice dipped it into the tea. I've never drank the tea afterwards though, or I've never tried to drink the the paint water. Um, Watercolor just starting out. There was one that I tried out a couple weeks ago, but they sold out. It was by Mia, and it was for 20 bucks. It was um, really good set. The hair I got from uh, really the whole thing was from Art Nouveau, specifically from Alphonse Mucha. And so I just started just doing it so much that you kind of learn how to see it, and you just kind of have fun. You can always scan in if you have a scanner, scan in your sketch, or you could copy it. You could trace it with tracing paper and try inking. Drawing dinosaurs, I don't know because it's not like we have reference. We have other artists' interpretation of what a dinosaur would look like. So I would just copy something from them. Well, I hope your mom gets a chance to see a stream one day. I've never tried sanguine powder or sticks. Thank you, Jenny. No, the hair I just made up. When we did it, because the model was bald. When we did it, we were talking about the Gibson girls, and so we kind of gave her a little bit of a poof. I don't know if it really worked well, but it's something. Well, why don't we do this? Because somehow we made it through, and this is a lot of work for the mods. So we're going to end this one a little, 10 minutes early. And yes, I am going to draw something from Zelda at some point. And then I'll finish this in my free time, and then we'll see. But thank you all for hanging out with us. I know it was a little chaotic. Donna will be back on Monday, and we will get back to doing maybe a Music Monday or something like that. I've drawn Billie Eilish. There's a video on her. Go back, I think 3 weeks maybe, but there's a playlist called Music Monday. If you go there, you will see it. Billie Eilish. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, mods, especially for everything. Thank you, Blick. And Blick, I better not find out that you were the one who ratted me out. And thank you, Santa, for stopping by too. And thank you all. And we will see you on Monday.